Former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, firing back after Politico published the tax information of donors to her nonprofit. She tweeted this: "This is bigger than an attack on my team. It's an attack on all conservatives. Liberal AGs have weaponized our offices to target pro-life groups, the NRA, Trump, and many other conservative groups. They're not even trying to hide their bias. Power corrupts." And Ambassador Haley joins us now live. Tell us what happened.
Well, basically, we did what all policy advocacy groups do. We get out there and we advocate for policies. We advocate things like, it's ludicrous to have someone who didn't go to college pay for someone who did. The fact that we're $30 trillion in debt and the Biden administration keeps spending. The fact that we're looking at getting back into the Iran deal, which would make threats on America even worse. We just call out what we see, whether it's Gavin Newsom, whether it's Nancy Pelosi, whether it's Joe Biden, and we give solutions on what we should be doing instead. And so Stand for America has a newsletter that they put out every day. And, what we're seeing is all of a sudden we get notified that our donors are going to get leaked to the press, which is a state tax violation and a federal tax violation if that happens. It's leaked. We look at the last page from the article, from the what Politico provided, and it has the New York State Attorney General's office stamp on it. So that office leaked it to the press. And so now we are basically saying we're not going to cry about this. We're not going to whine about this. We're going to fight this. And we are filing a lawsuit against the New York State Attorney General's office. We are going to Merrick Garland and saying this is a federal tax crime, and we want him to investigate that office. Now, I'm not thinking he's going to do that, but we're certainly going to make him answer for it. And what this means, Dana, is they're trying to intimidate conservatives. And what I will say is every conservative out there, if you are tired of seeing how they're weaponizing government, if you're tired of seeing what they did to President Trump, if you're tired of seeing what they've done to the NRA and to our pro-life groups, join us and unite in this fight. Go to standforamerica.com because we're not going to take it anymore. You don't see leaks coming out of the ACLU. You don't see leaks coming out of Planned Parenthood. You only see these things happening to conservatives that they perceive to be a threat. And I'm going to tell you, look, I fought Russia. I fought China. The New York State Attorney General's office, we can do this. And I think we just need to make sure we're loud, and it's only going to make us louder that they keep doing this.
Well, Politico also gave a response to us here at Fox News saying that the role of money in politics has never been greater, from pushing for policy outcomes to orchestrating ad campaigns to funding the political operations of potential presidents and other elected officials at every level. It is unquestionably in the public interest to understand who is trying to influence the political system and how they are trying to do it. And Politico's reporting is fully protected by the First Amendment. Okay. That said, why is there this myth that it's only the right that has so-called dark money groups? Why does that persist?
No, and that's right. So go have the Sierra Club release their numbers. Go have Planned Parenthood do it. The reason is you've got people who fight for good conservative policies that want those solutions out there. That's what this is. We have a political organization, and we have hundreds of thousands of people who donate to that. All of them are listed. All of them are public because that's required by the law. It is not required by the law. If you are a policy advocacy organization like Stand for America, it's not required that you disclose your donors any more than you would disclose personal tax returns. If you want to do this, change the law. But right now, that is the law. So the idea that New York State Attorney General can violate state law, can turn around and violate federal tax law, there is no excuse whatsoever for this lawlessness. And that's what we're seeing coming out of these liberal government entities that decide they're going to decide who needs to be blown up and who doesn't. Well, we're not going to throw cotton balls at them. We're going to throw a grenade, and we're going to make sure that they know enough is enough. This is too much, and I hope everybody will join us at standforamerica.com. We're going to get loud. We're going to keep calling them out for the terrible policies that they have. We're going to talk about the solutions that should be happening in this country instead, and we're not going to let government weaponize us anymore. We're not going to do it.
Here's what I just learned. Don't make Nikki Haley mad, all right? I can feel your passion coming through.
Exactly right. I wear heels. It's not a fashion statement. We do it for kicking. You know that.
I can see that, indeed. Nikki Haley, thanks for coming on today, and sorry that happened to you.
Well, today...